Hi YouTube, how's everyone doing? I'm going to try and go through a tattoo story of myself and when I had tattoos, when I had them. Bit of advice for tattoos: if you're going to go get a tattoo, study the tattoo artist, make sure they're good. Don't drink alcohol 24 hours before, because then this needle will struggle to take to your skin, it will hurt them more. All tattoos hurt, but then it will hurt more. Then you will bleed a lot more as well. Yeah, you don't want to be doing that. So 24 hours before, lay off the booze until you've had it done. Once you've had it done, go to the pub, fine, cool, you're good. As I will explain with one of my tattoos as well, because I did make that mistake. But another advice I'd say is, because all tattoos do hurt, eat, I'd say, about an hour to 30 minutes beforehand, because you don't want to feel faint because you've got an empty stomach. Right, here we go. First was Nan, for my grandmother that passed away. She passed away a few months before I had it done. I was actually only 14 at the time. Probably shouldn't have had it done, but I did. Next for me was the New York, and I was 16 at the time. I had it done in New York. This left arm will be covered over, though I am going to have a full sleeve over this sometime soon. So, and after that was MRB, which is my initials, done by the same guy that did the Nan tattoo. And he also did the LFC one there, Liverpool Football Club. I'm a Liverpool fan. I had 4 tattoos before I left school, so yeah, I was 16 for that one too. Next up was, I left it like that for a while, and actually next up was the tribal, and I was 19. So I did leave it for a good 3 years. A tattoo shop then had opened up in town. I went to it. It hadn't long opened. I'm not saying I was the first customer, but I was definitely probably in the top first 10, or maybe first 20, I should say. But yeah, it was pretty cool, so I had it done. The Wolf as well, in close proximity, tattoo shop, and where it is on my own, and Timeline. Again, I was 19, so yeah. Then next to me was where I made the mistake. This tribal here. There's a guy who lives in the same village as me, as where I live now. I actually lived in the town at the time. But my stepdad decided to say to me, day after your birthday, we're going up to his tattoo for your birthday. My birthday present to you. I was like, okay, cool. Sound. So he said, don't drink alcohol beforehand. Don't go out that night. I know it's your birthday, but don't go out. I did. I went out. I got very, very drunk. And the day after I had it done, and this would usually only take, 45 minutes, maybe an hour. It probably took about 3 hours because the needle was not taking my skin. I was bleeding one hell of a lot. Yeah, it just wasn't good. That's why if I know I'm getting a tattoo, I won't drink 24 hours before because of that, and that's why I tell you, don't drink. Because if you're going to get a tattoo, I'm not the wisest, but I do know because I've got a lot of tattoos, so, please, I hope you listen. After the tribal was... it was the stars. Yes, it was the stars. These need to be updated. I need 6. I only have 5, and it symbolised at the time the 5 European Cups that Liverpool had. Now I have 6. Obviously, I had it done before 2019. Yeah, it was. So that was kind of that. Was hoping we'd win it in May to have 2 more stars, but unfortunately we didn't. I think I'm going to leave it till the end of this season. Hopefully we might win our 7th Champions League, European Cup, whatever you want to call it, this year, or this season. If not, then I will just get the one updated. I'm hoping to get 2, obviously. Yeah. Then after that was the cross with angel wings. I'm not religious, I just like the design, and I thought I'm going to get that done, and that's what I did. That was from a tattoo shop in a town a bit further north from me, called Tamworth, from where I live, and a guy, pretty good tattooist. He's now retired, unfortunately. Else I'd still be going to him for tattoos, and I'd probably have a lot more, so I do want more. because he was a very good tattoo artist. Yeah, he did that. And he also did this wolf here, Fenrir, which, being, I'm Swedish, you know, Fenrir is the Norse wolf, so yeah, the Norse wolf god. So, and it even has the pentagram in, which is a Norse symbol actually. A lot of people don't know that. People associate with the devil, but it's not. It's actually a Norse symbol. So, and after that was the Live Bird with the Hillsborough Flame. Again, all these were from the same guy, pretty much, because this was before he retired. I'll tell you when it wasn't, and Live Bird and Hillsborough Flame had it done. Even though he's not a Liverpool fan, but he actually did it for me, so yeah, so pretty good. Then was the carp that needs to be finished. If you can see it right over the back of my arm. Oh, there it is, where my hand is there. That needs to be finished, that needs to be updated, because it's not quite finished, so I hope you can see it. If you couldn't, I apologise. And then we're on to the final two, which was done in the same town called Tamworth, but actually a different tattoo shop, because this is when he'd retired. And I had the name Sylvia done. The reason I had the name Sylvia done is my great auntie was called Sylvia, and she kept saying to me and my mum, because my mum has a lot of tattoos as well, that why haven't we got her name tattooed? So we said, well, basically we were going to do it after you pass away, which we said hopefully not for a long time, which this was a few years before she did pass away, so but we did promise her once she did we will. So we did, and me and my mum went together actually, and actually got it tattooed. And same one, my mum has it, I think, on her left arm, somewhere like there, and I have it there on the inside of my right arm, obviously. And that's another reason for the panther. I wanted a gap filled, and my great aunt loved big cats, so the panther was the reason. I'd say this tattoo probably hurt the most, and not because it's solid black or anything like that. If you can see one of the paws of it, it hits the armpit. When it hits the armpit, oh wow, that is damn painful. So that's my my tattoo tour. That's my advice as well for getting a tattoo if anyone wants one. I'm going to make a little, I can't wait for the season to start, making the thing of football. I can't wait for the season to restart, I should say, not start, restart. Yeah, Sweden flag in the background. Sweden didn't qualify for the World Cup, so I've been sort of neutral for most of it. My pick to win was Brazil, so I was cheering on Brazil, but obviously now they're out, so I'm fully neutral for the rest. I kind of would like Morocco to win it, big underdog winning it, be fantastic. Or Croatia, first time winners. That I'd like. I wouldn't be too disheartened though if Argentina won it, because Messi probably does deserve it. I don't want France to win it, because I've been to Paris and it wasn't nice, and just that experience in France is, I've never cheered on the French since, ever. And I mean no offense if you're French, but I had a bad experience there. I've been to Germany. Germany was great. And 2014 World Cup when Germany played France, I think I was the only person living in England who was cheering on Germany, and I was like, and everyone kept saying to me, why? I went, well, I've been to both. Germany's lovely, France not. So yeah, I'm sorry if you're French. I'm sorry, but if I go again and it's good, maybe I'll change my mind, but I don't plan on going again because it was that bad when I went before. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one, guys, and take care. And if I don't do another video before, have a good Christmas, have a good New Year. See you all later.